Hello and welcome to the Dice by the Sword podcast. We release these podcasts every Wednesday in 2 easy-to-listen to pieces, so you can keep up to date with all the action and suspense of our campaign wherever you are listening from. Of course, if you want to check us out in real time and see everything unfold as it happens, then you can always head over to our Twitch channel, D20 by the Sword, to see us play every Sunday at 7 PM GMT. Now, get comfy, turn up that volume, and settle in for this week's episode of Nyxalia, an Aetherbound saga, here at Dice by the Sword.
Last time, on Dice by the Sword, the fires of Whistlestone still smouldered, casting long shadows across the battered streets. The town was not yet a ruin, but it was a ghost of its former self. Windows shattered, doors torn from their hinges, and the acrid scent of charred wood thick in the morning air. The Ironshade Consortium had come in the night, and when they left, they took more than just supplies. They took people. The streets whispered of those who had seen the horror unfold, as Olwyn steered the party towards the temple to try and find answers just as she was packing her things and heading out of town. The Temple of Kael'thas, once a place of prayer, now custom-fitted to become somewhat of a battlefield hospital. Mother Varna Solbright informed the party of what she knew, whilst Yerrel and Peanut did their best to try and help with the survivors. Coric, Octavius and Ulrich headed towards the blacksmith, and what they found was devastation. Torvik had been slain and his workshop left in ruin, though in the rubble Coric found that Torvik had started work on the mechanical arm that he had promised to do. A lasting memory for Coric, I'm sure. But hope was not lost. In the shadows of a forgotten storage shed, they found her. Mayor Eliza Harrowbrook, set amidst dust-covered crates, the weight of Whistlestone's fate pressing heavy upon her shoulders. She once believed the Consortium would bring prosperity. She now sees that the chains hidden in their handshake. With careful words and hard truths, the party convinced her that Whistlestone needed more than whispered deals and quiet survival. It needed to fight, and she would have to be the one to lead them. But even though they won an ally in their ongoing battle against the Consortium, unseen eyes lingered upon them. As they entered the ruined streets of Whistlestone, a lone cloaked figure stood upon a distant ridge, a sentinel in the dawn, watching, waiting. And then, as swiftly as they had appeared, they were gone. The path ahead was clear. A return to Blackfall Quarry, where the stolen townsfolk were, and the Consortium's grip on Whistlestone would need to be broken. But they would not go alone. Horan Vale still stood, weary and unbroken. His guard had been shattered, his men reduced to a handful of battered survivors, but their spirits had not yet been crushed. 5 of his best would march with the party, and riders would be sent to gather what strength Whistlestone had left. The battle was coming. The town would not fall quietly. As the midday sun rises over Whistlestone, the town square, though scarred from the attack, becomes a gathering place for the people. Mayor Eliza Harrowbrook stands atop a broken remnant of a once proud statue of Whistlestone's founder. The people, tired, wounded and mourning, watch in uneasy silence as some eyes burn with anger. Second. Others with sorrow. As the last stragglers gather, Eliza takes a steady breath, her hands clenched into fists at her sides. People of Whistlestone, my friends, my family, I've come before you today not as your leader, but as one of you. As someone who is lost. As someone who has been deceived. For years now, I've believed that forging a deal with the Ironshade Consortium, I was securing our future. I thought through trade, through industry, through their so-called opportunities, Whistlestone would rise. But I was blind. I did not see the rot beneath their promises, the chains hidden behind their gold, and for that, I was wrong. I stand before you now to say that I will not be blind any longer. The consortium has taken our people, they have taken our homes, our friends, our livelihoods, but they will not take any more. I swear to you that on this very ground where our ancestors built this town from stone and sweat, that I will not rest until our people are returned, and this town is brought to the heights it deserves, not through shackles, but through strength. Now, I do not expect your forgiveness, but I promise you this. When the consortium comes to regret crossing Whistlestone, it will be because of us. Because we will not bow, we will not break, and we will never be theirs. She pauses, letting her words settle. You see that the gaze of the townsfolk becomes less of sorrow and anger and more of resolve. The mayor's expression hardening with a steely determination. To those who have suffered, to those who have lost, to those who will stand, I ask you now, lift your heads. Set your eyes upon the ones who refuse to let this town fall to sorrow and shadow. She gestures towards the five of you, her voice carrying strength as she turns back towards the gathered townsfolk. These warriors before you, our friends, our protectors, have chosen to fight. They do not turn from the danger that lurks beyond our borders, nor do they yield to fear. They walk the path of the brave, the just, and the unbroken. She turns, her eyes meet with yours. My friends, you do not march into darkness alone, for Whistlestone stands with you. In every hammer striking iron, in every hand lifting stone, in every voice that dares speak of hope, we are with you. May you carry our will into the heart of the storm and return as the heroes this town will forever honor. The town erupts into cheer. Everybody staring towards you. Come on! You all feel bolstered. You all feel that this whole town is behind you. The mayor turns to the town. Right, good people of Whistlestone, we have much to do. We have a town to rebuild. Shall we get on with it? And steps down, and everyone is cheering and clapping. The eruption of noise from the town centre is vast. She steps down towards you all. Well, it's been a while since I've done one of those.
Almost seems very natural. Did you have that planned, or are you just riffing?
Honestly, the first line I sort of had prepared. The rest, it just, I didn't really plan. It just came out, you know? Look,
marvelous.
Look, the town is yours. Whatever you need, we will help. You need supplies, we will provide them. If you need time spent in the smithy, it is yours to do so. Rest in the tavern, we will ensure that it comes at no cost to yourselves. Do what you need to do to prepare. If you need anything beyond that, please just ask. Now, I have a town to run.
And Octavius is just going to a little bit like go to Yarrow and just very sadly whisper, "You wanted to kill her, right?"
Yes, but... And she's going to extend her hand out and place it on Liza's shoulder and give it a gentle squeeze of encouragement. Look at her in her eyes and just say, The town will heal, as will you. And she'll let her carry on.
One step at a time. Now,
Mm.
you have important business to attend to. And she, as you go to try and let go of her hand, she kind of grasps it a little tighter, looks you dead in the eyes, goes, "Thank you. Thank you for everything." She lets go of your hand and begins to walk off from the group. You have... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to quickly turn to Octavius and just say, "Got to be a hero sometimes. Isn't all about lies and cheating."
Yeah. It's nice to actually see people coming together once in a while.
Can be done.
That was a good speech. It's just like, damn, that was good. That was inspiring.
Well, it's what happens when you give people a little bit of encouragement, you know? As he sort of turns from having looked to Eliza and stands before the most. We have to be able to bolster people around us if we're going to be heroes. And I think we're starting to go that way.
I think so. I think we're giving people hope that they didn't have before. And it's good to give them that.
It is. I've never rallied the town, and I don't really know what we need to start doing. I know we need to prepare, but where to begin?
Well, let's hope we don't have to give a weapon to every single one of these commoners. I don't want to say anything, but Core did take all of the more capable people.
And all the stores from the smithy, too. There's very little to go around.
Yeah. Does anyone know how to use smith tools? Or anyone in town, actually?
Could inquire.
I've
Yeah.
worked with them from time to time, but never to learn. Just learn a bit of
Isn't it
gold.
weird how every town only has one smith? Like, that's really a hole in the market, isn't it?
One smith, one shop, one mayor's. It's weird.
Hmm.
There's
Sounds
a
like
pattern in it.
competition.
Yeah.
Fuck
Like,
you
no one-
guys. We've been to one town. This is not a firm base for that argument at all. Quickly makes a note to go, fuck you. Every time when I have 5 of everything, you've made my prep massive. You guys have about 4 hours worth of downtime before you need to begin to take your next steps in your plan. What is everyone going to be doing during this time?
Yeril is going to first check that the supplies were delivered to the temple as instructed, to make sure that that was done, and then to try to get some supplies for her own, for the others, be it just looking for things she can make out of bandages, things that she could, because I imagine lots of potions of healing, things like that would be used for the townsfolk, so she's not going to take any of those, but just try and sort of get supplies ready, sharpen daggers, just get things prepared and ready, and also have some time to make a prayer for the luck of the party.
Excellent. Yarrow, you set off towards the Temple of Kael'thas. You see that the cart has been drawn to the front of the temple steps, and they are currently offloading it. Mother Varna is at the top of the stairs at the door, directing a couple of townsfolk as they're helping move things in. Catches your eye and just a very nod, just a very brief nod.
She'll just nod backwards with a sort of knowing look. To sort of say, I hope that sorts you out.
Excellent. The townsfolk are grateful. They have a lot of different supplies now, and they will be put to good use. You see that once the supplies are offloaded from the cart, there is an individual who just starts to wheel this back in the direction of the stables. You then start heading off into the town. Where are you going to be looking for supplies?
I I suppose maybe possibly go back to the Broken Lantern, to maybe see if I can barter a couple of pairs of bed sheets or something to use as bits of material or things, or just try and find things like food and any kind of supplies that may be handy around, but trying not to take too much away from them, considering everything that's happened.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say. So, sort of, as we're all kind of wandering, I assume, and just sort of crossing paths and what have you, as Yarl is heading towards the Broken Lantern, Ulrich will have rounded a point somewhere after heading off to do what he was doing originally. I was going, Yarl, you went to the shop here, right?
Yes, I did, yes.
The person there, fairly well stocked, nice. There's some things I want to get, and I think we should probably get some things for all of us while we're...
Yes, of course. No, I think they're very well stocked. They may try to give you the bare minimum, but if you're forceful, they come round.
Do they not take gold like most shops? If you give them money, do they not give you
they
what you
do,
want?
but they might want to keep things behind closed doors so as not to give away the good stuff. So I think if you're just don't let them bully you.
I mean, I've never been.
I know. They'll probably take you as a upstanding and serious person, but you never know.
Would you come with me? Just to,
Of course.
help carry things, and
Yes,
maybe
of course.
maybe they'll recognize you. It could be we could work something out.
Yes, I'm sure that would be most beneficial. Of course, I'll come.
Cool. Okay, let's go.
This way.
Oh, you're walking this way too.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Bloody, I get it. No, you guys head across the town square until you reach the Miner's Respite, and as you approach, you see Mira Tea Leaf. As she approaches the door as you do, she goes, hello, sorry, just so you know, drop that stuff off for you. All been handed over to Varna at the temple.
Thank you for your unwavering support.
Yep, I dare not. Something I can help you with?
You seem so helpful. Yes, I was looking for supplies actually, but I can, I'm looking to shop.
Oh, okay.
If you,
yeah, sure. What are you?
You sound confused.
No, This is absolutely it's a shop. What are you looking at? What are you in the market for? As she kind of like unlocks the door and welcomes you in.
As they're doing that, Yeryl's just going to say from sort of the behind Ulrich, "Don't worry, Ulrich. Mira is very helpful."
Indeed, I am. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's wonderful to know. It's glowing review.
Yeah. Cool. What is it? What are you looking for? What can I help you with?
I've written it out in list form, so I can just send it to you. But
no.
He sort of just walks in, looks around, and goes, "Okay, so I just deleted that. Why did I do that?"
Oh my
There we go.
God.
No, it's fine. I got it back. I know. I've ruined things so much.
Do the role play, please. There's people watching. No, that's fine.
I know.
Do you think?
So he walks in and goes, "I will be needing backpacks, a couple of those things for storing, rope, grappling hooks, bedrolls, blankets. I need some rations, some water skins. I need things for going out into the wider world to do stuff."
Okay. This might take me. This might take me a little while to kind of get all this together.
Sink. Oh, I mean, of course. How long?
Give me an hour and come back.
Okay, excellent. Yes, of course.
You want to leave me that list, and I can.
Yeah, of course.
I can start. Is that everything that you need? Or are we going to need anything else beyond that? This is an open invitation that if anybody else in the party needs anything, to say now rather than back and forth shopping trips.
Yeah. I can just say I knew.
Yeah.
You had a whip round before.
Yeah. Exactly
He
that.
wants one from Subway. He sort of thinks a little bit. Health potions, if you do such things, 1 or 2 would be useful. If you stock magical things, maybe, or do you do weapons and shields? The armory / smithy was kind of raided and taken away, so
Unfortunately not. No, that's more Torvik's. That's Torvik's domain, that, unfortunately.
well, not anymore. But I appreciate that's not what you do. Like I said, potions, anything you think may be interesting to adventurers on the way out. But I shall leave you to your decisions. If you think of anything, let me know.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I will be back in 1 hour.
Okay, perfect. I will do so.
As we're going to leave, I'll let Ulrich leave first and just slowly linger behind. I'll go to my pocket.
As Yarrow does this, he's like, you always do this. Do you have a thing about leaving houses first?
Yeah.
And he leaves the door.
She's going to unfold the piece of the ledger and place it back on the counter slowly, and then just move it towards her, and just again keeping very straight eye contact, and just say, "Pleasure doing business with you," and she'll leave.
As she picks it up, you see that she just picks it up nonchalantly, puts it back in the ledger and closes the ledger and just goes, "Of course."
And she'll leave.
Okay, excellent. You head over to the Broken Lantern Tavern, Yarrell, and you see that Tessa is behind the bar, and she, as you walk in, just kind of turns and goes, "Sorry, we're not open yet."
Oh, hello, Tessa. It wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Hello. I'm sorry to intrude. I know you're probably busy with everything that has happened in the town.
Oh, terrible business. Yeah, terrible business.
It's awful. It's terrible. We're hoping to do something about this. I would need your help if you could assist me. I'm just needing, because of everybody in the temple, we've sent all of supplies, bandages, things like that over to the temple. I was just wondering if you had any old bed sheets or cloths I could use to make bandages to take on our journey.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I might be able to find something for you. Just bear with me a minute. And she begins to go upstairs, comes down, and she kind of goes, I've only got really one that I could spare, but you can make use of this if needed.
That's absolutely fine. Anything we can. I hate to put you out, and I don't want to take too much from you, but would there be any sort of little scraps of food or something that we could take on our journey? We head out shortly, and just anything that we can get our hands on. We're not sure when we'll find the next friendly face once we leave. You have water, food, something I could take for myself and my associates.
Yeah, I can put something together. Give me a little while and I'll come and find you, and I'll pack some things up for you.
Okay, thank you. I am most grateful, Tessa. Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
And she'll head out. Just try and find a sort of a step or a stoop and just start ripping the sheet into strips, folding them up and putting them in her pack is just ready for the times to try and help. Should people need bandages and things like that.
Okay, perfect. While this is happening, Octavius, Coric, Peanuts, what are you guys going to be doing?
So, the very first thing, just... he would start to train, actually. Because it's not very common for him to be using a bow that much.
I know Kung Fu.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But yeah, he would just start to train with the bow, just putting on some plaques, putting them, and very interestingly, making the face of a dragonborn in a very specific clothing kind of way, with a sword by his side and a few kobolds here and there, just, you know, out of imagination, spitting them around and just shooting at them specifically.
Okay.
But then he gets an idea also. I'm not going to tell you what it is, by the way, because that's going to be fun afterwards. He would try to make a slingshot. Just because, like, I'm pretty sure with him being a rascal in his childhood, he at least had 1 or 2 slingshots in the past. And just he would, like, at least make one normal looking slingshot.
Okay. So you're going to take a little bit of time to source what you need to start making a slingshot. Some elastic, a little bit of leather that you need to fashion into, the slingshot itself, as well as a firm piece of wood. Okay, here's a couple of things I want you to do. Firstly, I want you to roll me a D100 for the training.
Ooh.
So
Yeah,
and just give me an idea of how long you're going to be training for.
At least 4 hours. He doesn't want to train for 8 hours. Long shifts. I don't like those. So just 4 hours.
Okay, 4 hours of training. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
75.
75. Okay, perfect. Is
Actually,
enough.
a pretty nice number.
Is enough. So because of your training and you are starting to find your rhythm with the drawing of the bow and you're hitting your targets quite succinctly every single time, I will give you advantage on the first 4 shots taken with your bow. You're training for 4 hours, that's 1 per hour that I will give you. Make a note.
Yeah!
First four attacks. Don't do that, Luke. You nearly started to conjure a demon. That was like mad. Like, was it ninjutsu from Naruto? What is it called?
Yeah. Ninjutsu.
Yeah. There you go.
No, I was going for. I don't know if anyone remembers the game show from. Well, not remembers, but has ever seen the game show from the 1970s called 3-2-1.
Okay.
The guy used to do that 3-2-1. It had a
How-
mascot that was a little bin.
How old are you? Like,
Yeah, man.
like every reference you come out with is from like a bygone era. That like,
I'm just a connoisseur of popular culture throughout the ages.
Does everyone remember when the first locomotive engine was created?
Did nobody watch UK Gold? I mean, come on. What?
Watch that channel.
Some of the good stuff's on UK Gold. Some of the good stuff.
Octavius, because you have spent the better part of your 4 hours training with your longbow, go ahead and roll me an investigation check, and depending on that, I will tell you if you are successful or not in sourcing the stuff to make a slingshot. However, given the amount of time you've been training, I don't think you'll have enough time to make it as it stands, but I will see if you gather the stuff for it.
Yeah. Actually, just to make it quicker in the gathering kind of stuff, could I just use the leather armor that I have? Because I have a leather armor, so I would just absolutely stab into it, slash it, and just use those parts out of it as well.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, and we'll see if you need to do that.
Okay. Investigation.
Just
Okay,
cut-
11.
11. Okay, just you have to cut out, and it has to be this little square here where your heart is from your leather armor. Happy with that?
All right.
I'm joking, Jack. Obviously, you're going to cut a little bit from the bottom of the leather armor. You're not going to cut it right from where the heart
I
is.
mean, I'm not using the leather armor. I have stud leather, so I'm just going to, get rid of the leather.
Would anybody else need leather armor before you start cutting into it?
I asked before. No one wanted it.
Okay.
I've got some.
I will say that with an 11, you managed to find a decent bit of wood that you'd be able to cut and fashion into a slingshot, as well as a little bit of elastic. And yes, you'll be able to cut a little bit of the leather off the leather armor that you are not using. However, given the 11, you wouldn't have time now, given the time training to actually fashion the slingshot, but you have all the necessary items and able to start crafting it.
Absolutely. There's an idea. That's what matters. It's an idea.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. Coric, Peanut, what are you going to be doing for the next 4 hours?
Coric's going to find a quiet corner, well lit, somewhere with a big table, and he's going to pull out the blueprints for his arm and that arm, and he's basically going to look over it, figure out what he can do, see if he can get it in any way functional, or at least close to functional. So he's just going to work on that. That's his
Okay.
plan.
Go ahead and make me a Tinkerer's Tool check. So D20, dexterity, and proficiency bonuses, please.
Okay.
I would imagine this is quite a dexterous little thing that you're going to be doing.
Yeah, probably. It's probably pretty dexterous.
It is probably dexterous. Ulrich, I'll come back to you as well. I know I hadn't... You've just done a bit of shopping, but I will come back to you in a minute. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the 2-month subscription, Scramble. It could be Scramble 'em, but it sounds better when I say it. So Scramble. I love it. Thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you for the gifted subscription to Fog gifting the subscription before. See, guys,
Yep.
You see the cool thing that pops up on screen when you hit the button? Just hit the button just for the cool thing, you know? Go ahead, Luke. What is your roll?
5.
Total?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was
Hero
a good
point, hero
roll.
point, hero point, hero point, hero
You do
point.
have a
yeah.
hero point.
Okay. I don't know how much good it'll do, but I'll roll again with my hero point.
So you've got... What did you roll on the dice?
3.
And you've only got 1 proficiency. Right, and then add your
Hold up.
dexterity score.
That is my dexterity. Sorry, I don't know what I've got proficiency wise.
On the top of your sheet, it should tell you next to your armor class. So proficiency bonus, you have a +2. So that would have been 7. So what's your second roll?
14.
Is much better. Excellent.
That is better.
It is much
That is
better.
better.
Absolutely. Okay,
is
and are you
better.
spending the whole 4 hours doing this?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that is probably as pressing for him.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Five.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Okay.
a D6. That's pretty good.
It's a D6. That's like
true.
it couldn't be much better.
Well,
Okay, so
Gotcha.
with a 5... Okay, with a 5, you spend 4 hours tinkering with your mechanical arm. After hour 3, you get it to a decent point that it fits, it works, all the joints are where it needs to be. You have a couple of hours left to spare, Korik. And you take a little trip back to the smith and start to gather a few little bits. As you start to enhance your mechanical arm, and you give it an ability. So this will be a magical item that I will create in D&D Beyond. You give it the ability that the fingertips can emit a small electrical charge. And as a bonus action, you can use this to deliver a jolt of lightning damage to a creature that you are touching, or you can add the damage to an unarmed strike if you so wish to, and it is 1d6 lightning damage.
You giving me a taser?
Yes, effectively, yes.
Literally.
Taser
Fuck
face.
yeah.
So,
No hand.
you are giving it the shock gauntlet ability.
Okay.
So I will send this to you. I will create this in D&D Beyond for you.
I wonder actually if somehow there's a way to combine the Aether crystals with that hand. That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
That would be cool.
Okay, Peanut, Ulrich, who wants to go next? We've heard from Ulrich. Peanut, what are you doing?
So Peanut's gonna spend the time going around town asking anyone if they know Vixandra. And then she's gonna spend a good amount of time kind of going around and asking like anyone in the neighborhood of anyone that they know that died family-wise, shop owners, like anything like that. And then she's going to go around collecting little flowers and placing them near where they died. And she's going to create a little diary with their names and some pressed flowers inside of it, kind of like making like a mini shrine for all the people that died. And if she's still got some time, she's going to go sit somewhere quiet and she's going to start counting down from 100 again.
Okay. So you go around the town. Unfortunately, you don't hear anybody mention that they know of a Vixandra. They don't know of anybody with that description. After you spend a good, hour doing that? Yep. It's a little bit disheartening. Thought that maybe she might have been heard this side of the world, but turns out not. You then, as you say, go around. You start to gather the names of all the people who have fallen. It is a little confusing at first because there are some conflicting reports as to who has fallen versus who was taken. You might get told from one person, "Oh yeah, this person is gone." You're then writing it down, going, "Oh well, that's one for my list." You'll then go to the next person, and go, "Oh no, they were taken." It does take you a little while to get that full list because of the confusion that the night had caused. But you do eventually go back to Mother Varna, and she confirms all the deceased members of the town. It is a bigger list than you were first anticipating. There are about 30 to 40 people who had been slain in the night, most of which were guards, but even a few townsfolk who had tried to obviously fight against the consortium coming into the town had been slain. But you have your list of names. What are you doing with them?
Okay, she's gonna go near the broken lantern, just because it's like a very public place. And she's gonna try to like build out of rocks and like just little bits of stuff lying around to essentially build like a shrine. And she's gonna sit and spend the time engraving their names into the little bits of rock and placing them around the tavern itself as a place to remember people.
Okay. You do so. You see that as you're doing this, a couple of townsfolk come and ask you what it is you're doing. They are curious by what you're doing.
Well, all these people that died, no one knew their names. Like, no one's gonna remember them, and I don't think it's fair. Like, if I died, I would want people to remember my name, and I think it's only fair that people get to know everyone that died's name. So at least when people come by, they can remember all the people.
See, there is a look of thankfulness on the faces of the two townsfolk that are by you. They thank you for what you're doing, and you go about your day. Okay, you find a quiet corner of the town, and you sit and you begin to count down.
99, 98, 97. And she does that the entire time.
You get to 3, 2, 1. Nothing happens. You're not.
Okay.
I just saw Charlie mouth. What is happening?
What do the numbers mean? What do they mean?
Existential crisis over here. Like, what does they mean?
Well, unfortunately, nothing happened.
Okay.
So it's something good.
Well, depends what you see as good. There's morals, like what your morals.
He said unfortunately.
Ulrich,
Yes.
what you doing, son?
Well, well, I'm watching a lot of True Blood lately. So after leaving the shops, or no, he's got to go back in an hour or two just to collect what he needs to. Just from my own sort of recollection of time, from when we last saw Torrin to going to see Eliza and then this sort of happening, that's only been like a few hours, isn't it? It's not been
Not
long.
even, maybe an hour and a half at this point.
Right, okay, that's fine. So there's
If that. So you're just at the start of your 4 hours. So I'm gonna gather everyone at around 4-ish in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's fine, cool. So sort of knowing that those things are in place and knowing that everyone else is off doing what they're going to do, Ulrich sort of stands and just sort of surveys the town for a bit and says, okay, right. It's time to be forced for something decent, something good. Where should I start? What should I do? And he's just going to start moving towards any areas of like commotion and movement. And if he sees people erecting barricades or trying to lift things, do stuff like physical things, he's just going to start pitching in and help pitch in with the town and start erecting whatever needs to be done, fortifying, barricading, like just helping and being with the people and sort of just getting to know them with a bit of chat and stuff and just, that kind of thing.
You do so. Obviously, the majority of the town is on cleanup, so there's a lot of stuff, debris everywhere from what happened, and you're pitching in, and you help the townsfolk, all of which are grateful. After a short while, you head back towards the shop. Mira, as you walk in, has got a huge pile of stuff on the counter as she goes, "Oh, if you'd have come back 5 minutes earlier, half of this stuff wouldn't have even been here. This has taken ages. But I think I've got everything on your list. So I've got a couple of backpacks there, a couple of blankets, some bedrolls. There's a couple of crowbars, grappling hooks. I've thrown in some rope for you. There's also 2 sets of manacles, a couple of flasks of oil. There's 2 hooded lanterns that I've put in there for you as well for the oil. I didn't have much in way of rations, but I did have some dried salted pork. It isn't the greatest, but I'll just kind of throw that in for free for you. There is 2 2-person tents that I've been able to, that are in decent condition, I've put there as well as 2 other knapsacks. So there's 4 bags in total. I'm going to say, obviously, you are doing us all a favor. 25 gold for all of that.
That is more than reasonable. And he's going to eagerly shell out the 25 and sort of place it down. I couldn't have asked for better or more.
Now, you've asked for potions of healing. Unfortunately, well, your friend kind of beat you to the punch a little bit. I have 1 left. All the other healing potions I sent over to the temple at their request. That is fine. That
is fine then. Don't keep it behind. We will survive. We will be fine. Don't worry.
I mean, I can do a little bit of a discount on the potion itself if you want one. I can do that for 35 gold if you want it.
Let me
take 15 gold off the top.
I count in 5s.
So it's 3 5s off the top, meaning that it'd be 7 5s total.
And that with the 25 on top, so that would be 60 gold? 70 gold. 60 gold. I know maths, don't. He goes into a rage. What are you saying?
Yes.
That's why I always have my calculator just here, because I can never do it on my own.
I don't like numbers.
Maths.
Yeah, he goes, sure. I think it would be useful, and we should probably give some of the gold back to the town, so yes, I will take that one as well.
Okay. You hand over 60 gold coins, and you take all of the stuff with you.
All of the stuff.
All of the stuff.
I'm just going to put it in a massive, great big sack and put a stick through it on a huge bindle. Just on the shoulder. I will distribute it when we're on the road. I won't bore the people by doing it here. Sort of look at As he sort of gathers everything together, just, I don't suppose you came across anything interesting? Not that I could afford it now, but just in case. My friends may want to come pick it up.
What do you mean?
I don't know, just shops tend to have, little bits and pieces here, little magical things, tinkerates bits, just fun stuff.
Look, I've got a few potions and bits, a couple of rings, some gloves that are magical. I have a pair of boots, but I mean, most of my magical wares are quite expensive. I'll be honest. I know that you're trying to help us, but this is still a business after all, and though I can give some discount, you're probably looking in the range of a couple of hundred gold for certain items. It's quite, quite substantial.
I mean, if you could give me like an intricate breakdown of what you have, I can return to my party and tell them what you've got, and then we can decide amongst ourselves.
Look, there's a list. There's quite a lot. I have some gloves that if they kind of help with kind of deflecting arrows, if that's the right way, like projectiles, which would be quite useful. I have a ring that kind of bolsters one's sturdiness. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some boots that kind of make making sneaking around a little bit easier. But again, these items are a little bit more expensive than your average item.
And the average bear. I do have an 8.
Than the average item.
Hey,
boo-boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
Do you want some magic items? I do have an 8-legged friend who would like to sneak a bit better, I think. Well, anyway, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, Tea Leaf. If we need you, I will be back. And if you've not gone before we've, been successful, I'll see you again soon.
Of course. I wish you all the fortune in any wars to come.
I hope you survive and thrive in wherever you go. It's not as ominous as I meant it to sound. Don't worry.
Opens tab for random magic item generator. No. If you couldn't tell, that was all off the top of my head. That's why I bumbled through it. If I had an item generator, I'd be going, yes, of course. So they have, staring at my computer screen this side.
Reading every word.
So,
one of the ones he suggested was a magical picnic basket.
Before we move on, Peanut, you received a boon from chat. So, firstly, let me just count 1, 2.
Snaps a peanut.
Roll me a d4, firstly, to select the category in which your boon will have.
That's the 1.
A 1? Excellent. Now roll me a d10.
Where's all the scoffing for that roll? I got so much shit for man. I rolled a 5 on a d6 and I got shit.
I misunderstood. I thought you were rolling a d20. I misheard. That's why I just was like, oh my god.
Oh sure, yeah.
That's an 8.
An 8. Okay, so your boon.
Terrible roll. Terrible.
Yeah, horrible, man.
Sorry.
No.
Joe, just do better, please. Honestly.
Sorry.
God.
Sorry, it's all my fault.
Okay, so you have the boon of Iron Will. So once per for the next 24 hours or until you next long rest, you can re-roll a failed wisdom saving throw if you do fail one.
Ooh.
So jot that down.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thanks.
So, Yeril, you are kind of in prayer, and just as you wrap up praying, you see Tessa has been waiting patiently just off to the side around 5-10 feet, not wanting to disturb you, with a little magical picnic basket, little hamper that she kind of goes, "Look, I've gathered what I can. It should be enough for a couple of days. Take it.
So this
please."
is a bounty. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate this. We all will, and hopefully we can rebuild Whistlestone, and you all will never have to go through what you went through the other day again.
I hope so. I do hope so. Look, you take care.
Yes. Thank you.
Gotta get the tavern ready. There's plenty of hungry people out in the town, and
Of course.
we're gonna the next couple of days we're gonna have a free house. Not on ale, but I'm gonna do my bit. I'm gonna serve food for free to anyone that needs it. Really, over the next couple of days.
Thank you, and be safe, careful, and look after yourselves.
Oh, no need to worry about me. The only thing I'm scared of now are spoons. Weirdly, I don't. Not that I want to talk about it. It's fine. It's
No, we won't. Yeah, no, that's fine. But, yeah,
it was so weird. I don't know. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, just like, I don't know. I couldn't get them off either. Like, I spent all night. And like, she pulls up the sleeve of her arm, and you see this like marks on her skin where she's clearly been trying to like rip things out. She kind of goes, "It's okay though. Like I'm like you. I'm a survivor." And she kind of just turns and walks away.
The existential crisis in the corner there. Oh, thank you.
Just peanut fucking with people's lives, man.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry.
After the 4 hours, you all finish up your preparations and you gather in the town square and begin to head to the Eastern Gate.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys are walking and are preparing to leave, you see Captain Torren Vale stands near the town gate. A little bit up the road from it. The Torren, the last line of defense, still holding firm. His usual gruff demeanor seems to be cracked by exhaustion and the weight of the town's survival resting on his shoulders. He watches you approach, his arms crossed over his chest. Behind him, his remaining guards stand at attention, ready to give whatever strength they have left. The old watch captain exhales through his nose, his jaw tightens as he looks and goes, "Right, I won't waste time with speeches. You know what's at stake. You know what needs to be done. Bring them back, and when you do, know that this town will be ready to fight beside them. All right? Sent riders out to rally whoever is willing to bear arms. I expect we'll have a force of 20 or so ready, and I'll send those 20 or so people, if I can get them, after you to reinforce whatever task you have at hand. Not an army, but enough to make the fuckers bleed."
Oh, it's more than enough.
He kind of shifts his weight a little and reaches down to a small bundle wrapped in cloth beside him, picks it up and hands it over and goes, "Now, these aren't much, but they're the best I can give you. These belong to soldiers, hunters who fought for Whistlestone. I think they'd rather see him in your hands now. May they serve you well, and may the gods watch over you. Men, these folks here, they're in command. Anything they wish of you, or command of you, you're to follow. All right?" They all kind of do the whole clasp of the heels together and stand firm and in unison go, "Yes, Captain!" Right, well, I bid you good luck, and I shall see you upon your safe return. Hands over the bundle and begins to, without any word, begins to march up the street, leaving the 5 guard in front of you, all stood at attention.
Well, it is good to see you, men. And it's good to know that a few brave souls still lingered in this town, ready to defend and ready to get back what was lost. I am Ulrich. Like you, I am a warrior. And if you will have us, and stand by us, we are going to take back everything. Are you ready, men?
One steps forward and goes, "We're ready. We will fight and die by your side. We are representatives of the Whistlestone Guard, the last of them." Well,
so Ulrich kind of stands in front of him and goes, "Good man, what is your name?"
"My name is Roderick. This is Bobrick, Nodrick, Stodrick, and that's Dave."
I was so hopeful by the first name. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
great name.
Like,
It was a
you had-
Podrick. I was like, no, there we go. Back to resume my usual course there.
You lost me at Dave.
I never want them to die. This is, I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
taking
it.
this away.
Five, it's now gone from the
No.
horse to the 5 men now. And
As
we
he
have to
goes,
protect
and this
them.
is Dave. Dave just goes, hello.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm gonna protect Dave with my life.
Keeping him.
Dave's wearing some armor that just doesn't quite fit him, and the
cardboard.
helmet just keeps like clipping down.
As the introductions finish, they part, two to one side, three to the other, leaving you to march through past them. They then march in formation behind you, around about 10 paces behind where you are. All of them have shields, spears, swords, half plate armor. They are all wearing a green and black tabards with the Whistlestone crest emblazoned on their chest and on their shields. And you begin to move towards the edge of town. Where you
Peanut,
find
sorry, can Peanut turn around and like with all these people that are, it's not that bad, okay? She turns around, and like the people like marching behind her, and she turns around to them all, and she's just like, "Can you all salute for me?"
immediately, without any hesitation, they all just down and continue to
Okay.
march.
That was cool. You can call me Princess Peanut, thank you. And she just keeps walking. That was it.
And as you do, all of them in unison going, "Aye, Princess Peanut!"
Oh,
I
it's
don't
gonna get
think we-
abused.
We're
I
going to
don't
have to make
think
sure.
we're going to.
Okay.
This is not gonna be fine.
As we start marching and sort of Peanut walks forward and Orc's like, just don't abuse that too much, okay? There. Be nice to them a little bit. Can have
I
some
just
fun.
wanted to have a cool name. You all have cool names. I have Peanut. Might
That's
as
a
well be a
great name.
princess.
That's a great name, but you're our princess anyway.
Oh, okay. She blushes.
You continue on, and you come across the Whistlestone Stables, which sits on the outskirts of town. A simple yet sturdy structure of weathered wood and dry, stacked stone. The scent of hay mingles with the earthy musk of the animals within, and the occasional hoof of a horse or the clatter of hooves echo in the open yard. You see a broad-shouldered man in his late 50s standing near the entrance, almost watching you approach. He is leaning against a post. His thick beard, streaked with grey, twitches slightly as he chews on a dry blade of grass. Despite the fatigue lining his face, his eyes are sharp as they fall upon you. "Ah, was wondering when you'd be back," he grumbles, his arm reaching up as he scratches at his chest. Our Millie's taken a liking to you lot. Been restless since you rode her out last."
Is Macy here? Is she okay?
It is Macy. Fucking hell. Is it Macy? It isn't
It's
Macy.
Maisie.
Is it Macy? It is Macy.
Maisie.
Dun dun dun.
I
Fucking
remember my horse.
You're done with Macy.
What a
Who's
shit
Millie?
name.
We don't want Millie.
Whoa! Whoa!
We want Maisie.
Fucking
Wow.
hell!
That's
Read
the
your
other
notes,
horse.
Dan. Read your
Fucking
notes.
hell. I don't know why I had Millie in my head for ages, like writing this up. It's like, yes, Millie, yes. Anyway, he then, with a sigh, reaches into his coat and pulls out a small parchment and walks up to the nearest member of the party, which is you, Corrick, and holds it out towards you. "Listen,
Take it.
I figured you'd enter, all right? And that cart too ain't got much left in this town, but I ain't blind to what you're doing. You stepped into the world when it turned dark on us, and that ain't something I'll forget. Just promise me one thing, will you? Keep her safe. And if you ever find yourselves riding back this way, when all's said and done, come on back and I'll make sure Maisie is well tended for."
Don't worry. I will definitely take care of this horse. He says he's already streaked past and is now like patting Maisie down.
As Maisie, as if understanding, begins to walk forward, nudging in towards the party, her breath warm, huffing against your hands. The cart, though simple, is well kept and has seen some improvements. The wheels have been replaced, the axle has also been replaced, and there is now an awning that has been put on the top, giving some much needed shelter from the wild outside. You see Stable Master Garen lingers for a moment, then turns away with a half smile and turns around and goes, "Go on then, got a town to save, don't you?" And just kind of
we do.
waves his hand. As you open the small parchment, you see it is the bill of ownership and a transfer of ownership of Maisie and a cart, as you have been gifted a cart and Maisie from the stable master as way of thanks for what you're doing.
Hell yeah,
I will never let this horse die.
We've got wheels.
We got wheels.
Okay.
Look at
That's
my
right,
car.
so-
just on.
Just gonna have to name the cart something now.
As you all climb aboard the cart and started off with a steady pace towards the town gates, making your final preparations to leave Whistlestone, you see that there are a number of townfolk that have gathered towards the exit of the town. Some offer quiet words of encouragement, others merely clasp their hands together in silent hope. But just as you guys begin to move, a firm but commanding voice cuts through the crowd. "Wait!" As you pull the cart to a stop. It is a stern yet familiar voice, as Mother Varna strides towards the cart and halts in front of it. "Geralt, my dear, may I have a moment?"
Of course, Mother. She's going to jump down and meet her at the front of where she's standing.
You see her eyes are filled with something between admiration and gratitude. She clasps your hand. "You have mended the wounded and steadied the lost, and for that I am forever grateful. But a healer's work is often thankless, but not today." You see her then let go of your hand, and from round her neck, she removes a small stone pendant. Simple yet polished to a smooth sheen with the symbol of Kael'thas, very much like the small token she gave you earlier. And she pops it over your neck, your head, and around your neck. "This was given to me when I took my vows. It has seen war, famine, and grief, just as I have, but it has also seen hope, resilience, and kindness. And now it is yours." She clasps your hands tightly, and her voice lowers softer. "Keep them standing, Geralt. And come back standing too, okay? They need you."
She's going to place her hand on it and look at Anya's eyes. "Thank you so much for this gift. It means more than any coin ever could. And your trust in my abilities brings the highest of compliments to my ears. I will endeavour to bring every single one home and to make sure that Whistlestone is avenged."
"Thank you. The gods favour the bold, Geralt." She lets go of your hands and begins to walk off before calling over her shoulder. "Go prove you deserve it." And walks off. You have been given Kael'thas's blessing. It is a magical item that requires attunement. And once attuned, Once per long rest, you can cast Lesser Restoration without expanding a spell slot. And once per day, when rolling a medicine check, you may roll with advantage.
Oh,
That's cool.
Very nice.
very nice. As she'll sort of smile at Vanya's comment, but then the smile will slowly fade, and she'll just sort of look down and kind of move this pendant round, touch it slightly, and close her eyes and make a resolve of a promise to herself. She'll then sort of snap back to reality, climb back aboard the wagon, and look to Ulrich and say, "Let's go save a town."
I think you will keep us all standing, don't you?
I'll
As he
endeavour
sort of whips it.
to do it.
Before you set off, is there anything anybody else would like to do or had done before we leave?
So I will have distributed out a different pack to someone else just with the bits in that I bought. But other than that, no.
Peanut's just gonna take out the little curse thingy thing, nothing thing.
No, neither confirm nor deny if that's cursed. Yeah.
Well,
Come on.
you don't want to put it on.
Neither
Come on,
confirm
we
nor
don't
deny.
know.
Come on. Yeah.
It's cursed.
It's okay.
I can neither deny that this is cursed.
It is cursed. And she's gonna just take it out. And she's just gonna like.
You put this on
Play
a
with
fucking
it.
villager,
I'm
I'm gonna go mad.
I'm not.
Mm.
I am not.
Okay.
I'm
Their
just
soul is
playing
sucked
with
from their
it.
bodies.
Okay.
You die. She's just playing with it. Like taking it out, holding it up, like looking around it, trying to like see if there's any weird writing on it. Like she's just like trying to hold it up to the light, and like she's just also kind of like taunting Geralt a little bit with it, like, hey, I've got it in my hand, and like just like.
Yeah, I was just sort of looking back as just sort of like she's not going to say anything, but she's just going to give her a look, and with her eyes purely just say, "You've seen how angry I can get. Let's not push that boat out again, shall we?"
Peanut will literally, like, as she's facing you, she's just gonna like turn around and like sit and like have her back to you, but she's still looking at it.
I will turn this cart around. Do not.
Do not make me come back there.
Excellent. And anybody else? Korik, is there anything you would have liked to have done before leaving?
No, he's just going to be trying to get accustomed to his new arm. He's just basically just moving it around and stuff. That's basically what he's been doing.
That's handy.
He's only getting accustomed to one arm, not both.
Okay.
He's just, doing a bit of
That's
this,
so cool.
wiggling
And
his fingers and stuff.
Peanut wants to like go touch it.
So he's gonna just electrify it just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
So it's like, like when you
Like
touch a
that
car
handshake
when
thing.
it's static.
Yeah.
You know when you touch a car and there's a bit of static and you go, like that.
Yeah.
That's spicy. That's really cool.
I've never seen a handmade hand before in my entire life. That's so cool. Actually, there's one thing that that Octavius would like to do beforehand, which I totally forgot, and I don't even have it as a rogue. Thieves' tools, in case Tiffany has that, the market lady or whatever she was.
Yeah, so it'll be 150 gold pieces.
50 I should have.
I will give you 1 gold piece and you'll fucking take it.
Counter offer. How about 10?
No, that's fine. I'll say that she threw some thieves' tools in with the kit that you asked for at the shop. No problem. Any other tools that anybody might need?
Is there any extra armor?
I did ask about that.
You have
Yeah, I
leather
wasn't
armor.
listening.
It's got a bit missing from it, but it's, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of leather armor that Octavius has got.
Do I have it? Hang on.
Oh, he
Because
has.
I'm kind of squishy. No.
We had been given some
You want
leather armor before we left for the Knolls anyway. So.
And
No,
it's
I didn't
you should
take one.
probably be grateful they just took leather off that, because now it might fit.
Shut up. I want it. Sizes. Rick. Yes, I will take something leather, and I'm just gonna sit and like try and doodle on it.
Doodle on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna put the leather armor on, and then you're gonna start, or you're gonna draw on it, and then yeah, it's fine. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, anyone else needs a long-range weapon? Just anyone.
So,
Nope.
Not Korik. He has firebolt.
And that is all he needs ever.
That's all he needs.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so you guys set off from Whistlestone, leaving it behind. The roads twist and rise into the craggy hills of the Stormward province, leading towards Blackfall Quarry. The chill of the morning has burnt away. The silence of the landscape feels quiet, but not just quiet, almost unnatural, as if the whole of the Stormward province holds its breath. What a nice song to start your journey eastward, right?
We're just
waiting to see who caught on.
Run off on our adventure. It's our adventure song.
This is so great.
The bop.
You begin your journey. We're going to go for a quick break now.
Oh.
And we will come back and meet up with the party once they've traveled a few hours. So, I'll just wait a minute. You guys are jamming out. Can we go for a break? Should we go?
If you want, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Let's go for a break.
Party pooper.
Let's do it. We're gonna go for a quick break there. Go take this opportunity to get a drink, go use the toilet, do all that fun stuff, and we will see you in about 5-10 minutes. If you're a VOD watcher, this is the end of part 1 of this episode. The next episode will launch on our YouTube page on Thursday, where you'll be able to see part 2. You'll know it's part 2 because I'll wear the same clothes. Anyway, I'll see you in about 5-10 minutes. Goodbye!
Well, we hoped you enjoyed that as much as we did. Hit all of those notification buttons, and if you liked what you heard, subscribe to us on the social media platform of your choosing to be kept in the loop with all that goes on here. Thank you so much for listening to us, and we hope to have you back soon.